chosen Salvador Allende, a medical doctor and a Marxist, as their president, hoping to cure some of the country's chronic economic woes and to narrow the huge gap between its very wealthy elite and its very poor citizens. Allende nationalized banks and copper mines and raised wages for the working class. This made him many enemies among Chile's business elite. In the United States, meanwhile, President Nixon's national security advisor, Henry Kissinger, determined that a Marxist government in Latin America could not be tolerated. The CIA, which had been carrying out covert operations in Chile since the 1960s, helped to instigate a military coup. That coup came on the fateful date of September 11th, 1973, when General Augusto Pinochet led a swift, brutal, U.S.-backed takeover of the government. President Allende died in the siege of La Moneda, the seat of government and presidential palace in the capital city of Santiago. Pinochet's junta launched its dirty war, a vicious reign of terror against anyone in Chile, foreigner or citizen, accused of participating in, supporting, or just being possibly sympathetic to the Allende government. Allende's cabinet members vanished into torture centers spread around the country and as far away as the Chilean Antarctic territory. Tens of thousands of others whom the new junta accused of being dissidents. A new term then was the disappeared, including many students and artists, Americans among them. Not long after the coup in Chile, I got a phone call from Janetta Sagan, a senior figure at London-based Amnesty International, an organization I had joined in 1969. Janetta told me that First Lady Hortense Allende was to speak at the UN in February 1974, and I'd been chosen by Amnesty International to go to Chile and bring back all the data I could gather on Allende's ministers who had been killed or were imprisoned somewhere since the coup. This information would substantiate Mrs. Allende's report to the UN. I was also to seek the whereabouts of artists and American students arrested and dragged into the infamous Estadio Nacional de Chile, the huge soccer stadium in Santiago that the junta had converted into a detention camp. Why did they choose me to go? I was a poet and mother, married to the novelist Bill Styron, not a secret agent. But that was why, I guess, I could plausibly pose as an innocent American tourist, just taking in the sights, unlikely as it was anyone sane would choose to vacation in Chile at that moment. I agreed almost instantly. Since joining Amnesty, I had helped to monitor the status of political prisoners on other continents and raise public pressure to free them.